Hello and welcome to your 14th intermediate Java tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about string formatting. So if you remember, if you wanted to say output a variable and a string, so you do like, I is, and then you do like a plus, and then that's how you put an I. You do that, and I mean, I'll just wait till that runs. Clip's being slow. There we go. I is 20, I is 4, I is 6, I is 2, I is 5. So, yeah, so that's how you would do that. But we don't want to have it that way. We want to be able to make it, nice and pretty. Make it, make it nice. So let's go ahead and make it nice. So let's go ahead and we're going to format strings. I've done it in these tutorials a couple times, but I wanted to dedicate an entire tutorial to that. So we're going to call it tutorial 14 string formatting. I believe that's how you spell it. Whatever. If I spell formatting wrong, you can go ahead and spell it right for yourself. I personally don't really care, so okay. com.sshsgd.tut14. Okay, and then we make our main class main. Okay, so there's only going to be one class here. It's going to have all our little examples. So basically, how you format a string. So let's make a string. Let's call it S1. And basically what you do is you do string dot format. Alright, and then you do this one. Okay, so this is where you pretty much give it the template of what it's going to put in. So let's put in a percent sign and an S. Alright, and then here it has the var args. So what you hear is you give it whatever it's going to plug into here. When you have a percent sign and then a certain character, it's going to correspond to here. So S means string, so let's just give it a string here. Do hello, and then sysout S1. You can also do system.print.out.printf, and there you put the format. But the thing is that this doesn't quite it's not quite as good, because one, it doesn't print out the new line, so you'd actually have to do \n every time. And also, I mean, this string.format can work in any context. This only works when outputting to the console. So that's why I like to do string.format, or just like in a print line, just do string.format. I like that better than using printf. I don't like printf at all, actually. So, but just be aware of that, because people do like it. So yeah. So the basic rule is to have this little thing. The basic rule is you do the percent sign, and then you do the argument index. So let's just call that arg index flag with the precision, however you spell that, and then type. So that's the basic thing. I know it's spelled completely wrong. So let's go ahead, let's print out a number. So sysout string.format. So you can do, just put plain old text in here. So plain integer, and then we're going to do that. And then, or just, yeah, we'll put a semicolon. Or a colon. And then to put an integer, you do %d. Don't ask me what the D stands for. I couldn't tell you. So then you put 766, put an integer down. And you can put multiple things. So done, plain integer, put another %d, and then put a string. But just remember, it has to have every single one. So you put this %d down, that means this is going to correspond to this. And if you don't have enough things to correspond here, it's going to not give you enough. It's going to say that you did it wrong. So we'll give it like a 42 and a hello. Okay? And it does it in order. So it does it right to left in here, and then in the parameters as well. So just be aware of that. I'm actually going to get rid of all that. Just keep the plain integer. So that's how you output an integer. I need a comma there. There we go. That's how you output an integer. Plain integer 766. Now if you want an integer with leading zeros, so string.format, say you're making a game and you want a high score system, and you know how they always have those like zeros that are leading, so that go before the zero, before the number. This is how you do it. So integer with leading zeros, and you do %, 0, telling it you're going to pad with 0, 6, meaning you're going to pad it, it's going to be at least 6 long, D, telling it's going to be an integer, 123. So it's saying it needs to be 6 long, this integer needs to take up 6 characters at least, and whatever it doesn't make up, just add 0. So if it's, you know, only 3 characters, add 3 zeros at the beginning. So, see that? And if we add like another digit to it, it's still gonna be 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it's just do 2 zeros. If we add more, we only get 1 zero. If we add another one, we get no zeros. We add another one, and it still does more than 6. So this is a minimum, not a maximum. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's that. So then you can have it just pad with spaces instead of zeros. So integer with padding. And I'm not going to put a space so as you can see it. So you do 6D, right? And then you give it a number. It's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters, except for it's going to make up the rest in spaces. And just to show you it again, we're going to do another one. %6, D, oops, and then we give it another number. 232. It's okay, Eclipse. Oops. Didn't mean to say that. I hope I cut that out. Alright, anyway, so, yeah, so basically you have 3 and 3, and then, you know, you can make it be 7 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're really, oh yeah, there you go. Now it could be longer. So same thing. It's a minimum, not a maximum. Okay, and then you can also have them. So this is adding zeros to the left of the integer, of the integer. You can have it add zeros to the right of the integer as well. So integer with padding to the right, and you do %-6D, and we're going to do 2 again, -6D. So it's pretty much saying it's now the opposite direction, 222 and 43. So you can see there'll be 6 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it pads it to the right. So that's just something you need to know. And then you do decimal numbers. You can do as well. You don't have to just do integers. So decimal number, and then just, you know, it's %. F is for decimal numbers, for floats and doubles. So let's just give it math.pi. Just give it pi and see what happens. It just prints out the decimal. Okay, so let's do sysout again, and let's make it round the decimal. So string.format decimal number with 2 decimal places, meaning it's going to round to the hundredths. So %point to F. Okay, math.pi. Okay, 3.14. If we make it 3, it'd probably be 3.12 or 142. Yes, 142 because this 5 makes it rounds up. So it follows the same rules as normal rounding. Okay? 3.14. And if we were to make this, 1.1, something with less, it adds a 0. Okay? So it will always have this many places after the decimal. And if the number doesn't go that far, then it will add zeros. Okay? So string.format, let's do more. String. Okay, so that's basically it. Everything else that applies here, so this padding stuff, that also applies to floating for decimal numbers. So, alright, so let's just print a string. Print a string. And then %s. Okay. And then this is I am a string. Okay, so print a string, %s, I am a string. I am a string. There. So %s, just like we did up here. Okay. This out. We can also do padding. So format. So string padded to the left. We're not going to give it any space, so just %f. And we're going to do 15s left. Okay? So there's 15 spaces. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or it's 15 spaces total. So if we were just to do 5, there wouldn't be, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And then same thing to pad it to the right, you just need to do -6 or -15. So string.format, string padded to the right. On GitHub, I did something really stupid and I just kind of left it left on the thing because I copied and pasted. Oh well. So 15s, and then we just do here, right. Okay? So now it's padded to the right, so the 15 characters are right here. Oh, I added a period at the end. I added a period at the end of this and the end of this, of all the padded right stuff. So add a period at the end so that you can see the padding. So right here and right here, add a period. Okay. So, okay. So this out, and then there's one last one. Format. This is 8 first characters of a string. And then you just do %.8s, and then just do like my name is Mr. String. Okay. And it only does the first 8 letters. My name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With that space there. Okay. And let's see what happens when you just put my name. It will not pad it. So, this does without padding. This is only the first 8 characters if there is more than 8 characters. My name. Okay? So that's basically it for string formatting. There's a whole lot of other stuff that you can do with it, but the main thing you're going to do is just numbers that you're going to be putting in for just like printing to console, or say you're doing that high score thing and you want to format the number to make it look nice, and like decimals and stuff like that. So this is all you basically need to know. Anything else you can always look up. So if you have any questions, just comment section below. And I know I've been doing these intermediate tutorials a lot. I do apologize for the people that want to do gaming. I don't think I'm going to be doing a full game tutorial until next year, where I have Club Rush again and I make a demo for Club Rush. But if you guys would like to know anything about libgdx or anything, just leave a comment below, and I can answer your questions in a video. I will take requests at this point so that you can get what you want, so you can learn what you really want to learn. I'm totally okay with doing that. I would love to help you out in that sense. So that being said, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. You guys always like to give me positive feedback, and I like it a lot, so continue to do that, unless you don't like it, in which case give me negative feedback, but be nice about it so that I can actually improve. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.